And we have some super exciting, some new experiences that we're going to share with you guys. So please get in a nice, quiet place. Get ready to really learn a lot of information about the power of peptides. I mean, guys, peptides are going to be all over by 2030. 70% of the US will be using these peptides in some form. And I tell you, GLP, if I hear another thing about what GLP is working for, there are going to be so many off-label uses for this, guys. It's just unbelievable the things that this medication is helping with. So I am super excited. We're going to get started here in about another 60 seconds or so, just waiting for a few more panelists to come on. I'm super excited. I see Miss Joy. Beth Lady Joy is already on. So I'm really excited to talk to you and have everybody hear you. Thank you so much for making the call tonight. All right.
I just changed my name to Lady Joy. I decided that was how I was going to talk tonight. Thank you, Latoya. I'm excited to be with you, with the Wonder Women tonight on this call.
Yes, it is a ladies' powerful, packed call tonight. The ladies are running things.
The ladies are running things tonight. I told my husband that. I was like, we're going to have a lot of women power upstairs tonight. I'll be right back. So I just was on a Zoom with a woman who's incredible, and she's getting ready to start her GLP-1 journey. And she also said, well, why wouldn't I be a part of this movement? Just reading the stories and hearing the stories about what's happening when we heal our bodies, regenerative healing. And what I want to tell you first with my story is I thought I was unmotivated. I thought I listened to the stories of, well, when you hit menopause, you just gain weight. And I had trainers that would hold their phone up when I would walk in the gym and say, well, you're not tracking correctly. You're lazy. We need more cardio. And I literally, Latoya, this is because you're in this space. My knees were shot because it was like squat heavier. There was no flexibility. I felt like I was brittle. I was weak. I wasn't sleeping. And I was obviously, I had so much cortisol and inflammation and extra weight. And so it would always be, I'm going to find a program that works for me and I will start on Monday. So then I had disordered eating as a young girl at 13. I would drink only diet soda and slim fast and run around the block, I think 56 times. And that was before we understood what it meant to have a dysfunctional relationship with food. And it continued in terms of every single thought and every single thing was about how I could have the body that I desired. And it went from disordered not eating enough to binge eating because my brain was off. So I finally decided if there's a way that I can heal my body with a peptide, and because I understood my body just wasn't working correctly, I wasn't broken, I needed an assist. And so 2 years ago, I took the leap of faith. My physician at the time didn't know enough. She now knows. She watched what happened with my blood work. She watched what happened with my mental health with this. And she is now prescribing it for every single person that has any issue with inflammation. So what happened was I began. And the first thing that I noticed was the inflammation in my face started to go away. My joints weren't hurting anymore. My weight loss was slow. I lost 4 pounds in the first month. And I thought, well, what if I lost 1 pound a week for 52 weeks? And that's exactly what happened. I was down 52 pounds in my first year. In the second year, I lost 10 more pounds, but I was more at a maintenance dose. And here's what I know is my body wasn't broken. It just needed an assist. This peptide, this pharmaceutical medication is not a supplement. It's not a vitamin. It is literally going in and regenerating and sending all, and Latoya will talk about the science, but it's like playing telephone. Hey, pancreas, you need to release some more insulin. hey, brain, we need to have a pause. So what I want to tell you is between this impulse and the reaction, what I have found is there's a pause and you're mindful. And all of a sudden I felt like my body's a miracle. I am able to have the body of an elite athlete at the age at the time, 56 years old. And I couldn't wait to share. I didn't know that there was a platform like LEMD. I just thought, I'm going to post this. I'm going to post a before and after photo. And I'm going to tell everybody I know that I have a solution. And that is how all of you ended up tonight. Like one Instagram story, somebody connecting me with 𝗬𝗨𝗦𝗧𝗢𝗏 and being able to build this incredible, joyful movement as we help each other be the healthiest versions of ourselves. This is our founder and CEO, 𝗬𝗨𝗦𝗧𝗢𝗏. She is the most incredible, almost 40-year-old. Like she has founded a biochemist, a company before the age of 40 with the mission of letting us be the Wonder Women on the ground, sharing the message. Like you heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend. I have known who you'll hear from, Cindy Crayder, for years. And because I shared with a friend, Gary, she was able to down the road hear about this, and same with Latoya. And so I'm just here to tell you there is hope, and we're here to live the longest, healthiest lives. It's about longevity now. It's not just about weight loss. It's about how good can it get. And so I'm going to turn it back to you, Latoya. I want to congratulate you on your massive, massive impact. The number of people that you have helped in the past 90 days, I have chills. And I'm so honored to be on this journey with you and to be in this space with your brilliance and your vision. And keep telling me to squat heavier and harder. I need it.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel like everything I have been doing over the last few years, it's funny how things will start to just move you and propel you forward to where you really need to be. Right. And I have been, I started this journey. I started bodybuilding, guys, about 4 years ago. And I just kept saying, let's see, I want to do more. Let's see what I can do. I started, I wanted to inspire other women. And I feel like everything has led me to this platform, this place. Guys, I'm a nurse practitioner, and I have been sharing GLP with patients for as long as, for several years now. I love this medication. I think it's great. I've seen the impact that it has for patients who've had it. I've seen the impact on disease and patients who unfortunately did not have access to it. And so, just being able to share this with so many people, it makes my heart happy. I love seeing, getting the text messages. And now I'm getting more knowledge about other peptides that are helping with longevity. Guys, I started my GLP journey 4 months ago now. I started microdosing myself after telling my patients to get it forever. And guys, I had been losing the same 10 pounds over and over and over again. And I started microdosing, and I'm down 15 pounds. It helped the swelling and the inflammation go away. You say a lot of times, Beth, how you release the weight. It's not when you want it, your body has to heal and then it starts to release. And I've had issues with food, issues forever. And this is the first time without me doing bodybuilding. Normally I would be up almost 200 pounds, people, and my weight is just so stable. It's like I don't have to think about food. I'm just letting my body be. And it is just naturally where it's supposed to be. So I wanted to share really quick, guys, about glutathione, because that's a new one. I know a lot of people have used it, but I recently ordered it. I know we just got it here. And guys, it is such a powerful antioxidant. It helps with immune support and neural health, neural inflammation. It's a great piggyback with your GLP products, guys. I do infectious disease, so I treat a lot of HIV patients. And when I saw that it increases your T cells, I was totally geeked out because, with my patients, that is something we really monitor a lot with them. So I wanted to bring on a few guests. And first up, I'm going to introduce Toni because her story, her GLP journey with her menopause symptoms is just so amazing. It's so different than I've heard. And so, Toni, are you out there? I want you to come on and just share with us about 60, 90 seconds, the things you were kind of struggling with before you found this GLP.
All right. Hey, ladies. Hello, everyone. Thank you all the guests that came on tonight. We appreciate you all coming out. And I am so honored and feel so, privileged to be a part of this panel. I am like the new kid on the block here, but I definitely fit in because I can relate to all these ladies. Guys, I will be 52 on February 2nd, Groundhog's Day, the best holiday there is, but I will be 52. And guys, when I tell you, I've always been told, I look young for my age, this and that. So I've always felt young. I've always been vibrant. But I'll tell you guys, when I turned 45 years old, things started happening and changing in my body. I started losing my vision. I started, just seeing a lot of different changes. But I'll tell you what happened. At 51, menopause did a karate chop to the throat on me, and I was laid in the bed super duper depressed, guys. It was ruining family relationships for me and everything else. And guys, when I tell you, I just felt so hopeless. I didn't recognize myself at all. Like, honestly, I'm the type of person that is very ambitious, a real go-getter, and like no is not in my vocabulary. So when I started like having meltdowns when I stubbed my toe, I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is wrong? Like, I had to call out for prayer so many times because it was really, really hindering me. So guys, I just want to say that I am on tirzepatide. I'm doing microdosing, and my initial results was just inflammation leaving my body the first week. And I believe that it left some off my brain as well because my brain just lightened up instantly, right? I started like feeling a little bit like my old self again. And by the week 2, I was like, okay, this is really working. It's not a placebo. Like I'm actually, feeling better. And by week 3, I was in the gym, guys. I've been in the gym. I've been doing workouts that would like kill me even before menopause, right? That will have me so hurting because I get really stiff, right? But guys, I have been doing this stuff effortlessly, like seriously going live to show this in real life, guys. Like I'm not hurting or anything. So I say all this to say it's been so amazing that my husband, who's 46, yeah, I robbed the cradle. He sorry. He said, I'm not gonna be left out. I need some of that. So I'm gonna just say that, and him and I, he's on to his episode as well. He'll be out with his results soon, guys. They're amazing, phenomenal. But just telling you guys, arguments are down, things are going better in the marriage, guys. So I'll just say that part. It helps with so many other things. You can look it up, but like it's helping with like skincare and like I don't know, like asthma, and I don't know. Let the medical people tell you all that stuff. But I just tell y'all it's helping me in my household.
Guys.
So let it help you in your household. I love y'all. See y'all later. Back to you, Latoya.
Exactly, guys. It is helping cardiovascular, COPD. We have a patient highlighted. It has the GLP receptors are in several areas other than just our gut, guys. So it's just it's cardioprotective, pulmonary protective. So super inflammation. When you think inflammation all over your body, you definitely are going to see those results lasting. So thank you so much, Coach Toni. I love hearing your story. Next up, guys, I wanted to invite Cindy Crayder on. She's taking GLP-2, but her NAD peptide experience is, I just love it. And I know she'll share a little bit about her husband's experience too. Just amazing. So Cindy, if you can come on and just share a little bit about, what kind of results have you been seeing with NAD?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. So yes, I am microdosing tirzepatide, which is amazing and having the same great results that everybody else has already spoken about, which is awesome. But I also am working with a functional medicine doctor. And when I had my blood work done and my husband Scott, both of us did, we had a lot of inflammation markers in our blood work. And she had suggested very strongly that we both start using NAD to help get those inflammation markers down. So that's really why we started. We didn't really know much about it when we started with the NAD, but then as weeks went on, we both, I would say, are undiagnosed attention issue people. And, it's kind of like squirrel wear. And we started noticing after a week or so of using the NAD that, wait a second, we're able to focus more. We're able to pay attention more to things. My husband, Scott, is, I almost said 52. Today's his birthday. He's 53. And yay. So he golfs every weekend, like always has. And in order to get through his golf game, he would have to take Advil Cold and Sinus before the round started because there's something in that that helped him focus. And then halfway through his rounds, he would have to take some more just so he could finish the rounds of golf. Since he started using NAD, he has put that Advil Cold and Sinus away. That's reserved for if he actually feels like he has cold or sinus issues. So it's been amazing. We've been married 25 years. The man's never read a book ever. And he's like reading now. He's focusing. We're both teachers. He's a phys ed teacher. I'm a reading teacher. And we just both noticed, like both professionally, like in our jobs, being able to plan and stay focused with things and remembering things. It's really helped both of us tremendously, and our patients too, because it definitely takes a lot of patience, like life in general, but being an elementary teacher as well with lots of personalities, you do need a lot of patience to deal with that. And it has definitely helped us both like become, I would say, less reactive and more patient with the kids. And it's definitely, the skin has improved, like the hair. We both noticed like something interesting. I don't know if there's any science to it, but we both noticed definite less gray hair situation going on. So I don't know. It's a longevity peptide and regenerative. So who knows? Maybe there's something to it. Maybe one day something will come out and they can call it the Crayder effect.
Well, guys, I mean, NAD, what really attracted me to that, I started it, and my mom is 86, and I got her started on it. My mom has a lot of swelling. She has been diagnosed with heart issues that causes a lot of swelling in her legs. And the anti-inflammatory markers, that it helps, it gets down at the mitochondrial level. And just regenerate, right? It regenerates with a lot of neuroinflammation. It helps with cravings. There's been so much research with NAD and addiction. So I work in an addiction medicine well, not really part-time. I work a few days a week, and I'm super excited to see how that, to see the NAD in that population, right? With all the help. So, so many people have issues with, with stress, anxiety, depression, and things like that. And they don't really want the typical medication, right? They want some other, natural or non-pharmaceutical, I guess, options. So I just love this. My mom's swelling in her legs she's never had better legs. She's like, make sure I keep this on reorder, Latoya. I'm like, okay, Mom, we will.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so amazing. So that's why I think, as far as just helping with that mitochondrial, why those hairs are not turning gray as much, right? Mm-hmm. We're like literally aging backwards. So sure. Thank you so much, guys. So next up, we have a really great friend of mine. Her name is Candy. She is a nurse practitioner here. She does family medicine. And I am going to invite her on just to share. Candy, are you out there?
Out here. Hi, guys. How are you?
How are you? So I hear your patients come in my office all the time. They love you, love you, love you. They always are like, oh, Miss Candy, I just love her. So I wanted you to share a little bit. I know that you have some experience with this as well. Tell us a little bit, what's excited you about Ellie? Why did you decide that, you and Justin decide to partner? And what are you most excited about?
Well, there's a couple things. First off, just in my own practice, because I've seen people on the GLP-1s, the semaglutide and tirzepatide for a while now, and I see a lot of really good health outcomes, all the stuff you guys were talking about, the cardio benefits, obviously respiratory benefits. People lose weight, they get off their CPAP, their joints feel better, improvements in like osteoarthritis, stuff like that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm excited about the peptides. My husband's really excited about the peptides. He's been talking about them for years. To me, actually, I just never really listened much. But I've been doing some of my own research recently, and they have immune support, muscle growth support, anti-aging, cognitive. So I'm pretty excited to get that started and see how I'm feeling myself.
Absolutely. Justin, he works out. I've seen him in the gym. So we were kind of vibing a little bit today. And in the bodybuilding world, peptides are not anything, it's been around for a long time. A lot of people use it. I did a competition last year when I got my pro card, guys. And I, before Ellie ever came, and someone recommended Simmonds, and there was another peptide that they told me to get that was safer than like a typical steroid or anything. I didn't really want to do anything harsh like that. And guys, I ordered it from a site. My friend's a bodybuilder, so I thought, we're doing good there. And it came in these like cryptic vials, no instructions, no nothing. And I was deathly afraid to use it. So it sat in my bag forever. I never used it. And what I love so much about Ellie is, number one, there's so much education that they give and empower their patients as far as knowing what they're taking, how to take it, and the benefits of them. And they're all the prescribing physicians are functional medicine, weight loss certified clinicians. So they know how to properly dose you. I've never had anyone so far that I've shared this with have any side effects, including myself. So I love, I just love that, Ellie, everything comes laid out for you, everything that you need to get started on your peptide journey. So thank you so much, Candy.
You're welcome.
Next up, I'm going to have Helena. Are you on?
I am.
All right. So guys, Helena is a amazing woman. She works with me. She is a grant writer. So that is like amazing. I told her big things for you coming in 2025. And I just wanted you to share a little bit. I love your GLP journey, and you started recently adding NAD to it. So can you share a little bit with us?
Absolutely. And I'm sorry that my lighting is so bad. I thought it was going to be a little bit better. But...
Oh, I see you. You're beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. So I turned 40 in June, and everybody said that there's a switch. And at 39 and a half, I was like, nah, I'm already feeling it. And I remember somebody that was over 40 kind of just chuckling a little bit about it. Like, okay, you think that 39 and a half feels 40, but wait. And then the switch happened at 40, and I gained almost 40 pounds in 6 months. I didn't change anything about my life. I was still eating like crap and, not doing and trying every type of fad diet and all the different fad diets, and drink this shake and drink this bubbly thing and do this and do that. And I was like, I feel like I'm crazy. I don't know my body anymore. And I work with Latoya, and she's like this big ray of sunshine that comes in and just like crushes every single day. So, when you see somebody that you want what they have, right? And I wanted that. She just looked like she didn't feel like she was crazy. And we're the same age. So I was like, okay, so what are you doing that you are emotionally stable? You come in here and you kick ass every day, kick butt every day. Like, how are you doing this? And she shared a little bit about what she was doing, and a ton of information. I got on the phone with Gary, and he talked to me. I did my own research, and I ended up, after 2 months, I lost a little bit over 20 pounds. And there's been never anything in the world that has made me not sit and eat one of those bar cakes from Publix. I love them. And they don't even taste that great to me anymore. It's crazy. And sometimes sad because I'm like, oh, I do miss those days, but I do not miss the days of the next day feeling like, what did I do to my body? Especially now because I've flipped that switch. But the NAD, I really want to make, I want to make sure, like, I'm happy that I lost that weight, but I don't feel so crazy. Like, I can communicate better with my daughter. I'm able to talk to my doctors about what's going on and how I'm changing and how I have no idea what's going on in my body. And I also I recently just got another brain injury a couple of weeks ago, but in 2022, I had a 𝗖𝗨𝗘𝗥 brain injury, which meant that I had 3 bruises on 4 different or 3 of the 4 lobes were bruised in my brain. And so I had to learn how to read again, and my concentration has suffered significantly. And despite trying ADHD meds and all the different things that all the doctors typically prescribe, this has helped me. And I am all over the place. My nickname used to be Bing Bong. Like, I am all over the place. So something that will kind of just ground me and get me in that, oh, I can kick ass with Latoya. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it today. And we get through the day, and we cheer each other on, and we get through some really, really hard days. And I think a lot of my survival has been because I have that kind of balance going on with my hormones. And I know I probably talked too long, but I just,
oh no, it's beautiful. Thank you so much. So next up, we're gonna have a couple spotlights, guys. These guys, we can't put these calls on without them. They've invited and shared with their guests. So really quickly, we're gonna just take about 15 seconds just to highlight a couple people who helped us as far as this this call. So I want to ask if Monique, can you come on and just share about 15 seconds? Thank your guests for dialing in. Hey.
Hello. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I just wanted to jump on here real quick and share my story. I am Monique. I am 45 years old. I work in the realm of women's health. I'm also an NP. So shout outs to all my NPs on here. My journey started about 7 weeks ago. All of the testimonies you heard about perimenopausal symptoms, menopausal symptoms, are legit. Like, for real, I was having the same symptoms. I had my last baby at 40. I had the chronic hip pain. I had my very first C-section, and of course that's major intra-abdominal surgery. So the chronic pelvic, the hip pain, just the hormonal changes that came after that. Like, I never really had a weight problem, but I found my weight creeping up from the 140s to the 150s to the 170s, and I could not shake it. And I am a functional nutritionist, and so I get it. I get the nutrition, I get the exercise piece. Nothing was working. I reached out, my good friend Toni, who introduced me to LEMD and these peptides, and it has been such a game changer. I'm on 𝗧𝗪𝗪𝗪, again, 6 weeks in, 11 pounds down. You will notice, do not look at the scale. It's those NSVs, those non-scale victories. My neck, my double chin was leaving me, the skinny neck, and you can tell when I wear those button-up collar shirts. I am in the military, so you could definitely notice the 2-finger gap. So that's amazing, and I'm not, choking myself. We talked about the edges, the hair edges. I'm 2 weeks into my NAD journey, and so I'm just feeling so much better. The hot flashes, I'm sleeping better. The focus the NAD brings is top notch, and I can't thank LEMD enough. The support team, shout out. Anytime I have questions, you have your own practitioner that you can ask questions to. They're the one that's helping you get to the, kind of the root of your issues and doing the prescribing. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Toni, Latoya, Cindy, you guys are rocking it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Next up, I just want Rich to come on and just thank your guests.
Yeah, guys, when you come on to say hi to your guests, just share what product you're excited about and thank your guests for being on. These are 15-second spotlights, respectfully. Thank you so much. We want to make sure we end this call in the ample time. So 15 seconds, say hi to your friends, thank them for being on, and what product you're excited about. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate being part of the panel. My name is Rich. I'm 62 years old. In a nutshell, 9 months ago, I was 253 pounds. I'm on tirzepatide now, and in 7 months, I lost 75 pounds. It's just an incredible product. Do yourself a favor, and everybody that you love, take advantage of this now. Don't be like me. I was an appetite surrounded by skin, and that picture on the left shows that. So it's exactly what I was. But again, 75 pounds in 7 months is no joke. So I really appreciate everybody being here.
Absolutely. Your story is amazing. And you got to share with us how to make that lifestyle picture. I love it. So next up, I'm going to ask George, if you can come on, just share 15 seconds and what product you're super excited about.
Absolutely. Can everybody see me? Hear me?
Yes, we can.
Well, folks, thank you for dialing in on the Sunday evening. I am on the 𝗖𝗨𝗦𝗧𝗢𝗏 peptide, which is the HGH version. What has me most excited, I've beat menopause. Like women have perimenopause, we men have menopause in Portland. I have beat that. I have slayed that. I have Dracar's that. So I could elaborate more, but that's what I'm most excited about. George Ward out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And guys, next up, Carolyn, if you're out there, this is an amazing woman. She is 72 years young, and definitely one of the reasons why I started looking at these for my mom. If you can, just come on and share with us a little bit about what you're most excited about. Carolyn?
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, guests, for coming. All of you, please take this very seriously and look at it. I feel so much better than I did before I started this journey. I'm energetic. My mind is sharp. I don't feel 72. Not at all. I feel great. My bones are not hurting nearly as much as they were. I mean, I can function. I don't have to take any extra medication for my knees aching, and I've lost about 15 pounds. I'm very thankful that I found tirzepatide, and I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Guys, you've heard some amazing stories. In a nutshell, these peptides are not supplements. They're protein chains that basically we have in our body, right? We already have these peptides. We just stopped making them. NAD, you stop making it in your 20s. The GLP peptide is broken down within a few minutes by another enzyme that we have, the DTP44. I think I said that right, Gary. And it's, so that's why it's not as effective. And these peptides are telling our bodies, to last longer, to do the things that they're supposed to function to do. So they definitely are not a supplement. And often if you have issues with your metabolic gut, you're not even gonna, the supplements aren't even gonna work right. That's why I think I've always taken supplements for several years, and they stopped working, and so these GLP-1s have really helped kind of get everything metabolically for me in check. Luckily, I got it early. And so guys, I know a lot of you came on here to just support your friends. I'm actually going to invite Mr. Simmonds on. So if he's going to talk a little bit, because there's always two sides to a coin, right? You have the customer side, and you definitely have the business side. So if you're not interested in the business side, you can go ahead and hop off the call.
We have one more spotlight. Let me interrupt you. No, you're perfectly fine. I got her on a little bit later with the tech issue, but Christy's on. Could you invite her up to give her spotlight?
Oh, yes, Christy, I'm so sorry. Can you come on and just share with us what you're most excited about?
Hi, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited. I just want to thank my friends and my coworkers that are watching tonight, taking their time to do so. But I'm really, really excited about the NAD. NAD is just a fantastic thing for the body. So really, it does give you more energy. It makes you feel good. Like when you wake up in the morning, you're not dragging. You definitely have more energy. But also, mental clarity is huge, right? So with myself and my coworkers, we multitask at work. And I will say, when you take NAD, it definitely helps you to focus and keep things in order, and just kind of brings you even keeled and focused. So that's super huge for me. And brain fog, that was a big problem for me too. So definitely excited about it. But overall, NAD just like recharges the body to the cellular level. So it's really exciting.
Awesome. Thank you. And guys, if your guest invited you on this call, definitely get back with them and ask them for the FAQ. It goes over most questions, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are having some questions right now. That's going to answer most of your questions. You can get their link, ask them for that FAQ, and get back with them if you have any other questions. So like I said, now we're going to turn it over to Mr. Simmonds. He is amazing. I go to him for everything. If I don't understand something about this business, I'm like, could you just show me or tell me what to do, or explain it to me? And if you are not interested in that part, you can definitely hop up the call right now. So Mr. Simmonds, I will hand it over to you.
Thank you so much, you guys. You can call me Gary. I'm excited to be on this call today. What an amazing call. Y'all done a great job. We're only going to be a couple more minutes, guys. I'm going to share with you a little bit about LMD's business model, only because sometimes when I skip it, people feel like, hey, I wanted to know, right? Why is that important? You're going into a $500 billion business that's currently $50 billion, and that's happening in the next 5 to 6 years. That's the projection. I had been out of the game of direct sales, for probably over a year now. And LMD is not some MLM pyramid thing, guys. We have a real product with a real telemedicine portal with real patients and real physicians that attend to it. We don't have any packs. We don't have any things for people to buy. It's only $79, guys, to be a partner here at LMD. You pay that one time and you get $50 rebate back. Essentially, it's only $29. Once you hit your first 500 points, couple customers, guys, your own order. Now, in the business, I recommend your order. You don't have to. But it's really difficult to explain a movie you've never seen. And that's the thing. When you create your own personal story, you're way ahead of everybody else with momentum. You don't want to be a salesperson per se. Sales is what we do, obviously. You want to be a share person. I won't get into the depth of my journey, but this was my first Zoom 4 months ago. And look where my Zoom is now today, 4 months in. I'm actually down 62 pounds now. So by the time I finish my 5th month, which will be January 8th, I'll be down 70 pounds. And that is life-changing because it's not just about the weight. The FDA just came out and approved 𝗬𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪😅 which is what I take. We carry that here at LMD, not for $1,300 off brand like the 𝗬𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪😅 Madrona brands, which we're not associated with. All of our pharmacies are FDA inspected. We don't make, claims to be associated with Ozempic or Wegovy either. That's $800 to $1,000 off brand. LMD stands before the board. We're nationally accredited by the National Association of Boards of Pharmacists. We're not interested in research-grade peptides for $100. Yeah, we'd love to save you more money, but this is already affordable. We go from spending $30 to $40 a day shoving food down my pie hole 3 times a day, plus snacks. Why am I eating that much? Because the food industry won. That's why. 94% of the people in this country deal with metabolic dysfunction, and they don't know why. They got you on the Pop-Tarts when you was a kid. They got you on all the soda pops and pizzas and all the cakes and candies. And I'm telling you, it was a concerted effort to create a metabolically dysfunctional society, and they won. But we're fighting back, right? I didn't need to be 300 pounds at 52 years old. I didn't need a BMI at 39. I have 2 granddaughters. Go to my Facebook page. You'll see me dancing with them last night. I want to be around doing that till I'm 70, 80, 90, 120, God willing. But the point is, customers are everywhere. 70% of this country is overweight. 40%, 42% is actually dealing with being clinically obese. So for those of you who have an appetite for business, I haven't personally seen anything that people are looking for before I offer it to them. I have friends that are on this call, like Miss Freeney, Toni. I didn't know Toni 2 months ago. We met on Facebook, and she's in building an amazing team. I have other friends, my new friend Katisha, you all can't see her name, but she's a brand new person I never knew, and she enrolled before she even responded to my question. My other friend Karen Tamori, she's a nurse. She got involved. I didn't know her. She was looking. Monica was looking. People are looking. That's the point. And so I've been in this space for 28 plus years. I've earned millions of dollars. I don't say that to sound some guru, because I'm not. The first 17 of those years were absolute failure. So I learned a lot through failure, and I got great mentorship. But yes, I became a multiple 7-figure earner, was featured in Success from Home magazine, and helped at least 4 or 5 other people become 7-figure earners as well. A plethora of 6-figure, 5-figure earners. What am I saying that for? This ain't just about the money, guys. It's about really making an impact and building a legacy at the same time. Anybody can make money when they know what not to do. That's what success is. You have enough failure when you kind of learn what not to do. And that's what I love about being at LMD, because nobody really has to be a great recruiter. A lot of people understand the concept of creating financial freedom, and I say that with a very loose tone because we're not into that rah-rah stuff. I'm not talking to you about Lamborghinis and big homes. That's nothing, guys. Help 4 friends get their lives on track. Save me from my CPAP. Please do that if you know me, okay? Because I was 300 pounds and couldn't hardly sleep without being borderline dead most nights. 4 customers get your products paid for. Nobody should be paying for this product, after their first month, because if you're really focused on the right things, there's so many people that you can just say, hey, you got to check out this Zoom. You got to, help me get a great turnout. You got to look at LEMD. They're looking for this, guys. People are looking for it, and I've never seen anything. So when I saw this, I got the call from some ladies who ran me down in July. They sought after me to find out about what I thought about this comp plan. I'm like, what is this product? And when I understood that 70% was moving towards this by 2030, it's not rocket science. I always have my business hat on, guys. So I put my shoes back on, got in the game, and we've been building. We're growing month over month. Now, the way you get paid here is pretty cool. In a nutshell, this is surface level. I'm not deep diving into a comp plan. I'll be done in a couple of minutes. I'm telling you right now. But I've never seen 600% more commissions. I've been in this space, like I said, for a while. I've been through a few companies, and typically on a $300 order, $299, same thing, right? You're making $15. I know the math. Max 30 if they're being generous with customer orders. Sometimes it's less. LEMD is paying up to $88, guys. That's 586%, almost 600% more commission for people who don't even recruit. Our top earners in this company, they don't recruit, guys. They're affiliate marketers. They post their links. They run their ads. They get the word out. Some of them have 10x this. By the time you get to 23 customers, you're topping out our comp plan for retail customers or patients, right? You're making $2,000. No income claims. That's just what the comp plan is built to do. That's legally protected by our terms and conditions too. We could say that. And 10x in that is a lot of fun for the folks who are running towards that. I know Latoya Moody's in that. She's in that range. Okay. Cindy Crayder, she's in that range. These ladies are what you call runners. Okay. They're impacting so many lives. So I don't want to take a lot of time. I'm gonna go to the last slide. Then I'm gonna have Miss Moody come back on and share her business success story, because it's kind of cool. Congratulations to her as well. She qualified senior brand partner, will be qualifying director this month as well. Just so proud of the team she's building. We've got Cindy Crayder on, who's a senior brand partner as well. Toni Freeney just ranked senior brand partner, I think, last night. Monique Badler went lead. It was an advanced brand partner, as a matter of fact. So it's amazing when you see lives are changing. The gentleman you heard earlier, George Ward, he's a team manager. He's one of the first people that actually believed with me and started doing the things when nobody else was doing the things. He just went by faith and chose to believe. So on your way to senior manager, you're picking up an extra $1,500 on top of the commissions I showed you previously for having customers. And this is if you want a team build. We have a system in place and we'll help you to put it together if you're willing to be coachable and do the work. That's just the bottom line. Then you move on to director, to executive director, and those are the lifestyle bonuses. I don't know anywhere you could build a team 100,000 PV a month and you make $100,000 a year. Lady Joy that was on with us earlier, our special guest speaker who graced us with her time, she came in and broke the company record, less than 90 days, guys. And I've known her for years, over 10 plus years, and we struggled in another company together. We made good money together, but when you stop making an impact on people, when it's the same old story, guys, and I don't knock any one company. There are a lot of great companies out there with great products. But as a society, we've been choking down vitamins and shakes for over 100 freaking years, and we still ended up fat. You saw my picture, look like a stack of pancakes. I've been on supplements since I was 24. What am I absorbing? Maybe I was absorbing it. Maybe I stopped as I got older. I don't know. It just wasn't working for me anymore. They didn't work. This was the only thing that got me off my CPAP, and I could say that because the FDA just came out and cleared 𝗧𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪�ึfor obstructive sleep apnea. They didn't come out with some static drug or declare something like 𝗬𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 or referral. You know how they call these drugs out there? It's 𝗧𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 uncontaminated grade. So Miss Moody, if you could wrap up, just share your story real quick. Your business story is really funny. Thank you for being so coachable. Thank you for leading the charge to director. Your team is on board with you, and I appreciate and just love watching the energy that you all build with every day. But you know, George and I had a conversation, and just share with us what happened. I appreciate you doing that.
Oh, absolutely. So guys, I, started, George is actually my friend who got me started with Ellie. And we were talking, we talk every day. And he's telling me, about, he's talking to his friend about how his partner had made, a couple $1,000s or whatever in the first couple weeks. And I'm like, George, what partner is that? And he's like, girl, I'm talking about you, woman. I'm talking about you. And I'm like, what? And so of course I didn't really believe him. And I had to call the man with the plan over here who knows, you are definitely our compass as far as that goes. And I'm like, Gary, how much have I made? And so you start rattling off, oh, you made this, you did this bonus, you did this bonus, you did that. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, that's over a couple $1,000s. And then I subsequently did get that check. And guys, I tell you what, I am a nurse practitioner. I work a lot. I have, for any of you moms, I'm married. I'm not single, but my husband coaches and he teaches. And so oftentimes it's me, pulling a lot of weight as far as taking my kids places. My daughter's in competitive volleyball and she's got practice all the time. It is majorly expensive, trips to Orlando, trips to Jacksonville. I mean, it's a lot. Okay. It is a lot. And so that check, and we do that for our kids, right? We sacrifice for them, whatever they, of course I'll do whatever I have to do for her. And, sharing this product with patients, my friends, and just doing what I would do anyway. Even before this, I told people about, GLP-1s and like, go get it, go find it, get it. It's great. And it, definitely made an impact. It was more than my mortgage. So it definitely freed up like a whole bunch of cash in 2 weeks, and so just to think what could come in a year, 2 years, 3 years, where that could be. So I am definitely excited about it. I'm excited to keep sharing this. I'm excited for the future of 𝗬𝗓. And it's great. It's great.
Yeah, I love seeing that double too. So you've been doing so well with your customers. And the thing is, she was just so focused on helping people, a lot more focused than I was. She's just good at it, and she's just so passionate. She does that for a living. And it's amazing to watch, Cindy Crayder as well. I mean, their volume is just like, boom, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 for the month. It's just incredible. And they're so focused on helping people that they didn't understand the commissions they were making. I watch the reports. That's the world I live in. So to surprisingly earn over $2,100 in a couple of weeks, and we're not making income claims saying you're doing that. If you join, that's rah-rah. If you do the same thing, you will. According to the comp plan, everybody earns the same thing for the same effort and production. But it's an amazing thing to see people care about their friends and family members and to be able to earn enough, to cover their mortgage and have extra stuff for the kids. So thank you all for being here. This is the last month, guys, December. I got to tell you, the Founders Club in LEMD is lit. Okay, I can't get into it, but go to my page on Facebook. It's Gary Simmonds, right? Don't sign up with me if I didn't invite you, because I'm going to ask you who you heard this from. We don't take anybody's leads here. But, I posted the Founders Club, and Latoya qualified for the Founders Club this month, just a couple of days ago. That's lifetime VIP access to all the events, travel perks, event priority, hotels. When the company takes us, like we just went to Cabo, Mexico in October. And man, what a time. I had the whole beach to myself on the last day. My room was so plush, I didn't know what to do. The dinners, we had a dance floor laid out on the beach made out of bamboo, and our CEO can dance. We can get down. We had a boat ride out on the water in Mexico, just beautiful mountainside and all the $1 million homes on the mountain ridges, guys. Beautiful. Next up, we're going to Dominican Republic, and it's going to be a expense paid trip by LEMD. You can earn that. But the VIP access is the Founders Club. 6 months that the company's been open now, 6 months old. It was only open for 6 months, the window to get in, to be able to qualify. So if you're going to do this, no pressure, do it. Okay. If you don't know if you're going to do it, you need time to research and go down the rabbit hole, please take your time. We're not into pressuring anybody to do anything. But if you feel it in your gut, like this is it, this is the month. Because if you decide to enroll in January, that's still a great decision. But that window is closed. You don't get the 6 months to qualify for the Founders Club unless you enroll before December 31st, midnight Central Time. And that's so super important. I'll probably edit this part out of the recording, right? Because it's not, nobody really needs to know about this after this month. But it's so important. We have so many people on learning about the business right now. It would be totally unfair to you if I didn't let you know how serious that was. Katisha got in, and like I said, she enrolled herself as a partner before she even responded to my first reach out that I sent to her in October, okay, or something like that. So thank you all for being on Founders Club. The window closes this month. It's super important to get lifetime access and VIP perks with LEMD because we know how to do it right. God bless you guys. All of you did an amazing job with your stories. Latoya, fantastic job. Toni, Cindy, the triple threat. Way to go. This call is officially a wrap. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.